Okay, we are back. As I was going to say before, I'm surprised I got 444 rings, ring bonus for normal mode. Pretty lucky. Anyway, about this box speed section, it's my favorite. Going through the little tunnel of water, and you're running on the water, like you did in Unleashed 360. When you're running on that waterfall in hard mode, and you know what I mean. Aquatic Base. Yes, every Sonic game has music music that is sad, and this is the stage. In Sonic Unleashed 360, the stage that had sad music was Jungle Joyride Nighttime. Y'all know that. And Sonic Heroes didn't have any sad feelings to it, so that's one of the reasons it sucked. Seriously, it sucked. Okay, this is Tails' Wave Ocean. Instead of 50,000 points, you actually need 55,000, so that's a bit different. Took me a while for that S rank, actually, but I figured it out. Okay, these are the bosses. You saw my little boss run already. Kept using Purple Gem. I really like the Purple Gem. So the Hedgehog, which you gotta get small, go in the hole in Silver's shoe, and bite him on the toe. if you want to make it funny. It was Phase 2, which to get an S rank you do have to use the Purple Gem. Egg Genesis, which to get an S rank you gotta attack the bottom. I already told you that. Egg Wyvern. Yeah. S rank's pretty easy for him. That was Sonic. This is Shadow. White Acropolis. Yeah, Shadow really takes a long time for these stages because, well, it's supposed to be about fighting and stuff, and that's pretty good. And hard mode took a long time. You gotta end it by destroying the searchlights. But in very hard mode, well, normally you destroy the searchlights then complete the stage. But in very hard mode, you gotta destroy the searchlights to make the goal ring appear, then you gotta cross it. And for all of Shadow's very hard modes, Rouge and Omega are there and doing their little victory pose together, like with Team Dark and Sonic Heroes. Only this game is much better. So this is Kingdom Valley. Now, this very hard mode of Kingdom Valley was the last S rank I got in the game. Because there's this area where the home attack just didn't want to respawn on me. Then I got it to respawn, got through without dying, and got an S rank. That is the only area in the whole game where the home attack fails to respawn. Most of the time. Okay, this is Crisis City. You know, for Shadow's very hard modes, and in the stages where Sonic would have Mach Speed sections, Shadow does those Mach Speed sections only on a motorcycle. This is Flame Core. And for Shadow's very hard modes, you got there are certain areas where you play as Shadow, Ridge, and Omega, and make it like Team Dark and Sonic Heroes. It's an improved way of doing the little team action thing here. Because Sonic Heroes wasn't very good. It mostly screwed you over. So this is Radical Train. And Shadow already had to do the Mach Speed section on motorcycle, trying to destroy the train. Only very hard, you do the whole thing, and Shadow just did half of it in the other modes. Aquatic Base, which you play as Silver in Shadow's story. Yes, you can do that in certain areas. Wave Ocean, in which you do the Mach Speed section. In fact, I actually got a D here in very hard mode, because I screwed up. Dusty Desert, pretty challenging. In fact, very hard, actually, you know how Dusty Desert usually has 2 parts? Well, very hard for Shadow has 3. And the third part is just going back outside, only you're in the tower, like, ruin area, you know? Yeah, you see 21 minutes. Some of these stages are about as long as the Werehog stages, and those are pretty good, too. Tropical Jungle with Ridge, so what you gotta fly over to the goal ring. Simple as that. Egg Cerberus, which is hard because you have those statues. It was Phase 2. Which you gotta take damage in the lava, and, you know, do the whole Chaos Spear thing, wait for attack and home attack. You saw the little boss run. The Police Phase 1. There's 2 phases. Oh, God. Oh. No, it's good. Sorry about that, everybody. As I was saying, there were two phases to this one phase, with Shadow, then Omega, and the first time you play with Omega. We should do the DLC first. Never mind. I don't think... Okay, this is Silver the Hedgehog. Exact same as Sonic, only it's actually more annoying. This is Methley's Phase 2. It's pretty epic. Hey, this is Silver. And, yeah, this is Crisis City. And very hard mode, you don't get to play with Blaze. And that actually makes it very hard, because we know how awesome Blaze is. Tropical Jungle, same as ever. Dusty Desert, same as ever. With one difference in very hard mode. You don't do the whole thing with the pool ball, and you know how that goes. You know how long turnabout took for that. So, yeah, you use a little glitch to go over the door, and you know how it works. But in very hard mode, you gotta battle some enemies, and I prefer that over the ball. In fact, when first time I played this game, I got through that ball part on my second try, and I say that's pretty good. White Acropolis, in which you do play as Blaze here for the first part, and I like to play as Blaze. This is Radical Train, same as ever, only one act. The Aquatic Base, where you play as Shadow, just like with Shadow, you play with Silver. Well, only with Shadow is very hard, it did Rouge and Omega and no Silver, so that would make sense. 7. Okay. This is Kingdom Valley with Silver. Got a B on my first try in very hard mode, then I got an S. I usually like to finish the stage with Sonic by using the purple gem. In fact, if you cross the gold ring in Silver's Kingdom Valley with Sonic, it does a little glitch where Sonic doesn't do a victory pose and he moves around. And when I got an S rank with Sonic, he said the line he would say for getting a D rank, so that's kind of weird.
Justin, almost stop it?
Okay, this is Flame Core with Silver, in which Silver does it alone and not Blaze for some reason. It'd be nice if Blaze did a little part here. This is Wave Motion with Blaze. No matter how much you suck, you're guaranteed to get a high grade, because Blaze is that awesome. She's faster than Sonic, totally. This is Endless Phase 1. I got an S on my first try. Sonic the Hedgehog, really weak. Egg Genesis, harder than Sonic's, but I got an S rank. Got a C on my first try. Shadow the Hedgehog, same with the Sonic fight. Endless Phase 3. The hardest boss to S rank. Let me tell you that. This is the last story. End of the World. Got an S rank, believe it or not. Solaris. Got an S rank. He's pretty easy. You're guaranteed to get 10,000 more points than you need. Boss Attack Silver. Team Attack Amigo. So it's Boss Attack Silver, you start with Endless, Phase 1, then Team Attack Amigo, start with Crisis City. And Boss Attack Sonic starts with Egg Cerberus, Boss Attack Shadow does with Egg Cerberus. In fact, it's just like a Kirby boss run where you do the bosses in order, but this time you gotta fight little mini bosses, bunch of enemies, and other characters' boss rooms. Was there more? Well, I guess I'll show you got 100% for Sonic Story, then there's Shadow, then there's Silver, and the last story. That's really saved for the DLCs. Well, I guess that's it. Got all the moves, all the achievements. So this game's pretty good. Best Sonic game I've ever played. Especially with Blaze. Sonic Unleashed wasn't much. There weren't very many characters. In fact, they mostly showed Sonic and Chip in that game instead of all the other characters. Well, it's been 10 minutes, so I guess goodbye. I'll See you later.